Hi dear ones, a very happy Friday to you. I hope you had a wonderful week and that you are doing something special for yourself this weekend. It doesn't matter if it's not special to anybody else, so long as it's special to you. So we're closing the loop today with the throat chakra, and I felt that I needed to convey to you how important this chakra is. Not only with the affirmations and the meditations, which we will get into very, very shortly, but also with regards to understanding ourselves and knowing ourselves. So in this journey of self-love and of loving ourselves unconditionally, we are learning about who we actually are. When somebody asks you, who are you? Do you respond with what you do for work? Do you respond with the country and the culture you come from? Or do you actually tell somebody who you really are? And to know yourself, to really have true and unconditional self-knowledge, to know who you are, where you have come from, why you believe the things that you believe, what is true for you. When you know yourself in and out, and you know why you believe certain things, and where you have chosen to release certain things and no longer believe them, that is truly understanding who you are, where your stuff sits, why you are difficult in some aspects of your personality and in others perhaps a bit of a walkover. When you truly know yourself and you have unconditional self-knowledge, you are then able to love yourself completely, unconditionally, and with love comes self-respect. So let's just go on to the meditations for the throat chakra. Ponder this while you are in meditation and consider this as a mantra. Keep repeating itself to yourself during meditation. I listen with my whole self and think before I speak. When I speak, I don't back away from what is true or right. I share and communicate effectively and respectfully with others. I express myself fully and creatively. Another chakra meditation, I speak. The affirmation is, the only voice influencing my life is the voice of my higher self and God's divine wisdom. All other voices I lovingly ask to leave. I am a clear receiver. Forgiveness flows throughout my life and extends to all around me. I know myself and I forgive myself. As I forgive myself, new blessings are revealed. The peace of self-forgiveness allows me to forgive others. We need to concentrate on the change within ourselves first. It's not selfish, it's actually selfless, because the more we leave our stuff to allow it to fester and to create toxicity in our body, the more we leave it to do that, the more it influences our interaction with others, and the more we then release that negativity and that toxicity onto other people in any and all of our interactions, especially when we speak. So when we do not deal with our stuff, when we do not forgive ourselves and we keep holding onto that coal, onto that ember that actually only hurts us, when we hold on to that toxicity, our body reacts with being toxic, and of course we are unable to speak our truth. And when we do speak, the toxicity comes through in our words and renders us completely incapable of being impeccable with our word. Words, remember, are not just verbal, but they're also thought words, and they're also the words that program our brain. So the throat chakra is the fifth chakra, and it is the first of the higher or spiritual chakras on the chakra ladder. This chakra is located, as we know, in the region of the neck and shoulders. The gift of this chakra is accepting your originality. You are original. There's nobody else in this world like you. It is expressing your authentic voice and speaking your truth. The energy of this chakra allows you to seek knowledge that is true, beyond limitations of space and time, beyond cultural and family conditioning. Remember, when we are brought up in a certain culture or a certain family, that is what we believe to be true for us, because that is how we have been conditioned, and we can choose to change your agreements, to change your conditioning. The main challenge for the fifth chakra is doubt and negative thinking. When you gain and verify your knowledge through meditation and direct experience, then doubt and negativity are completely removed. The way of the throat chakra is the way of inspired creativity. Inspired by whom? By Source, by God. It is also the way of seeking and sharing of the truth. It is the way of standing up for what you believe in, saying no when you need to, and being an open and honest in what you say. Do you dare to be creative? Do you dare to open up to a life full of infinite possibilities? The fifth chakra is linked directly to your personal integrity and a sense of honor. As a communication center, it not only allows you to express who you are and what you stand for, but also allows you to listen deeply to another person. A person with an open Visada chakra is a good listener. She enables another person to have the experience of being heard, one of the most profound human needs. I was recently very honored to speak with an ex-school colleague, and I was so inspired to see how this particular chakra is in motion, and the learning of it, even though it's not necessarily in the basis of chakra, has been learnt and carried through in her life and in her beliefs. And having that inspiration really inspired me. I found myself just verbally letting everything out, because she made me feel nurtured, and she made me feel heard, and she allowed me to share my experiences. And she shared hers as well. We chatted for way longer than what we both expected to. And it was so wonderful to be able to touch base and to be able to understand that just because we have these cultural influences and these familial conditionings doesn't mean that's who we remain to be. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very important to remember that our children are watching our every move and how we react in certain situations, especially in our relationships in the home life, how we choose to deal with conflict within the marital relationship, what we choose to show our children, and what we are passing on to them as their own conditioning. And if we are unable to break the mold that our parents and their parents and parents' parents and parents' 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 parents have throughout the ages, if we're unable to break that, we will continue to visit the same onto the future generations. It is up to us right now, right here, to break that mold. It is up to us to shift the paradigm, and it is up to us to heal ourselves here and now, so that we're able to heal the generations that have come before us and the ones that are still to come ahead of us. And the throat chakra expresses that perfectly. Remember, if your throat chakra is blocked, you will not be able to hear people unconditionally, and you will not be able to speak with love unconditionally about yourself, about others, and all of your internal toxicity will be visited onto others. Do you want to be a toxic person? No. We are all one, and one with the divine. Our toxicity is shared with everybody else, and so is theirs, and we choose when to say no. So remember, dear ones, the 5 Reiki principles, my Sugi light and my Kyanite for the heart, for the throat chakra. Remember, the 5 Reiki principles and the 4 agreements. Dear ones, have a wonderful Friday and enjoy loving yourself unconditionally this weekend. I'll see you next week. Much love.